Pakistan Super League Season 10 has been a joy to behold. We have seen 496 sixes.
What a massive shot this is.
Oh, that's massive. That is brilliant.
Can we get to 500 for the first time ever?
That is smashed for six.
964 fours have been stroked. Surely we will break 1,000 tonight.
That's into the gap. Oh, what a shot that is.
The bowlers have picked up 422 wickets. The most ever in a season of HBLPSL.
Oh, what a way to finish that.
And after 5 centuries, we find ourselves at the grand final.
Sensational exhibition of that.
Quetta Gladiators have been simply superb.
Quetta Gladiators will be very pleased with this performance.
And Lahore have enjoyed crushing victories in the playoffs.
Lahore Qalandars qualifies by 26 runs.
The final of HBLPSL promises to be a thriller. But who will lift the prize silverware? Find out right here, right now.
Hello and welcome from Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore, and we're here for the grand finale, the moment that we've all been waiting for. It's the home side, Lahore Qalandars, and they are up against Quetta Gladiators. Well, this is what we are playing for, the beautiful, the stunning, the glittering trophy, HBLPSL. It's been a wonderful month of cricket, entertainment and action. And as always, Lahore never disappoints. The home side has got plenty of support. And it's a great day to be here as well, because it's a super Sunday that we're all looking forward to. We can expect overall a packed house, lots of families, lots of kids. And that's what the HBLPSL is about. Hello and welcome to Pitchside once again. Like I said, an exciting contest awaits us because it's the home side. They're the team that have momentum on their side. It'll be their 4th final in 6 years if you look at it. And then you've got Quetta Gladiators, who are actually unbeaten in Lahore. So plenty to look forward to. And I'm sure everybody is super excited for this final. And to really build it up, I've got 2 very, very special guests here with me. All smiles all together. It tells you a story how excited everybody is. Waqar Yunus and Alistair Cook join me once again on Pitchside. Waqar, great occasion. It's always great whenever you have the final of the HBLPSL. And the 2 best teams are in the final. So plenty to look forward to.
Yeah, the 2 teams who are playing really good cricket. Sometimes you do see teams qualify and they're not really playing good cricket, one or good performances. But this time around, it's the collective effort from both teams. They're all really performing well, and they are in momentum. Not only that the Lahore has won last 3 games in 4, but it's also Quetta Gladiator, who's kind of unbeaten. I mean, they had a rain-off game and they just lost once. So they are both the best team in the tournament, and I can't differentiate between the 2 sides because they're so good, very well-balanced. You know, the overseas players are superb. And they're playing really well. They're really, really good teams, both of them.
It's very hard to pick a side, though, Cookie, because when you look at both the sides, like Waqar said, there's one team that's got momentum on their side. The other team has just been generally really good throughout the tournament.
Well, Quetta can't really get any more momentum. They've won 7 again. They've had, 3 days off since the first eliminator for them to get through. But look, in the meantime, Lahore, who've been struggling a little bit, have just won 3 games brilliantly, dominated. It's going to be a real good matchup between Lahore's bowlers versus Quetta's top order, who have been sensational, best opening partnership. So whoever wins that battle, I think, will win the game.
The only thing I feel that has Lahore got enough gas in them, enough gas left in them, because last 3 days it's been really hard work. You know, they really put everything into the games to get to this stage. Can they just have another push, one more push?
All right then. This is the moment then, because we've got the toss ready, the all-important toss in this final. It's the Qalandars taking on Quetta Gladiators, and we're ready with the toss. So it's over to Ramiz Raja, who's out there with the 2 captains.
Lahore
Are you ready to bounce and make some noise? Fantastic. 2 titans, 1 trophy. Who's going to take this trophy back home? All will unfold in the next 3 hours. We've got 2 great leaders here. Roshan Mahanama is going to oversee the toss. We've got Mohammad Hussain, who's the exchange mascot. Saud, you have the coin. Let's go.
Tail.
Tails is the goal. It is heads.
Heads. Quetta Gladiators have won the toss. क्या करेंगे आप सर?
आज भी पहले बैटिंग करेंगे।
और क्यों करेंगे?
फाइनल मैच होता है, अगर आप एक अच्छा टोटल लगा लें तो सामने वाली टीम को आप अंडर प्रेशर कर सकते हैं शुरू से ही।
ऐसे लगता है 1 साल हो गया आपको मैच खेले हुए, क्योंकि आपका लंबा रेस्ट आया है 3-4 दिन का। ये अच्छा रेस्ट है या सो रेस्ट है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल। अब जब इतना लंबा टूर्नामेंट खेल लेते हैं तो इस तरह के रेट्स आपको काफ़ी फ़ायदा देते हैं, आपको रिलैक्स करने का टाइम मिल जाता है। तो मेरे ख्याल में ये एक अच्छा रेस्ट होगा हमारे लिए।
क्या चैलेंज है? कलंदर्स की बॉलिंग टॉप क्वालिटी की चल रही है।
हाँ बिल्कुल, इनका आप हमेशा से देखें तो इनकी बॉलिंग काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग रहती है, तो कोशिश करेंगे कि अच्छा टारगेट लगाएं इस बॉलिंग के आगे।
आपके जो फाइनल का प्लेयर रहा है ओवर द इयर्स वो राइली रूसो रहा है, क्योंकि उनके पास टेम्परामेंट भी है। क्या मैसेज या क्या बात की अपने टीम के साथ फाइनल से पहले?
मेरी तरफ से तो यही मैसेज रहता है कि एक मैच तो मैच ही है, बस उसके आगे फाइनल लग जाता है तो उसको एडेड प्रेशर नहीं लेना चाहिए और उसको बस मैच ही इतना लेना चाहिए और जितना काम रह सकता है उतना रह सकता है।
टीम चेंजेस?
बिल्कुल, एक अनफोर्स चेंज। वसीम जूनियर थोड़ा सा अनफिट होगा, वो नहीं खेल रहे हैं, खुरम खेल रहे हैं उनकी जगह।
बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
थैंक्स।
आइए शाहीन, फ्लो आपके साथ है। पिछले 4 दिनों में 3 मैच, तीसरा मैच और जीत रहे हैं, ये अच्छी बात है।
आई थिंक अच्छी बात है क्योंकि टीम का कॉम्बिनेशन भी अच्छा है और जो लड़के हैं वो परफॉर्मेंस भी हर एक कर रहा है और वो कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि इंशाल्लाह अच्छी क्रिकेट खेलें।
क्या फाइनल से पहले क्या बात की जाती है टीम के साथ? क्योंकि आप कुछ गलती तो कर नहीं रहे हैं, मगर ये कामनेस की बात है, ये ज़रा इमोशंस को कंट्रोल में रखने की बात है। कुछ ऐसी बात की आपने इनसे?
मेरे ख्याल से सारे मैच्योर है, सारे इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट खेले हुए हैं और अपनी डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट में भी उनकी परफॉर्मेंसेस है। बस उस टाइम सिर्फ उनको गाइड करना चाहिए कि क्या कंडीशन और क्या सिचुएशन मांग रही है। आई थिंक हम तो ये डिमांड कर सकते हैं।
बड़ा मैच और बड़ा प्लेयर, और आपके माशाल्लाह से परफॉर्मेंस जैसे जैसे क्रंच मोमेंट्स आए हैं वो अच्छी होती गई है। इसका क्या राज है? क्या ज़्यादा वर्कड अप हैं, ज़्यादा इमोशनल हैं, ज़्यादा प्रूफ करने की कोशिश करते हैं?
बिल्कुल नहीं, परफॉर्मेंस हमेशा से अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह रही है। आंखें अच्छी होनी चाहिए देखने वाली है और इंशाल्लाह मेरी कोशिश है कि अपनी क्रिकेट इंप्रूव करूँ।
कोई टीम चेंजेस हैं?
एक चेंज है, सिकंदर रजा इस बैक
आ गए वापस। अच्छा, क्राउड आपके साथ होगा और ये एक बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज आपको।
जी बिल्कुल, लाहौर के क्राउड ने सपोर्ट किया हुआ है और इंशाल्लाह इस मैच में पूरे थ्रू आउट हमें सपोर्ट करते रहेंगे।
बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
थैंक यू।
So the news from the centre out here is that Quetta Gladiators have won the toss and decided to go for it. They'll bat.
Well, Quetta Gladiators obviously feeling more confident in putting runs on the board. Cookie, they've also got one change with Khurram Jazat coming back in the side.
Yeah, I mean, Wasim Junior obviously disappointed, probably an injury. He's bowled really well, but a good replacement, probably a 50-50 call anyway. The matchup for me is this top order: Shaquille, Finn Allen and Riley Rousseau. They've been superb, the best top order. They play their shots. If they win that first power play against Lahore's bowlers, they'll set this game up beautifully.
Absolutely, that is the matchup that we're all looking at. And then you look at Qalandars, their bowling has been strengthened because they've got Sikandar Raza back just for one game.
Not only bowling, but also their batting, because he's a genuine middle order batsman who can really come down the order and win games for them. And I feel that he's got more air miles than anybody else in this competition, because he went away for national duties and back again, and that's a fantastic side. They've got spinner Rashid there. Salman Mirza has been bowling extraordinary well. Rajapaksha batted well. Pereira is looking good. And Shafiq, we have seen how good he is playing, and the 2 openers, they have got the best scoring rate. So, I mean, man to man, I feel that Lahore Qalandars is got a better balance than Quetta.
All right, Bakar really going with Lahore Qalandars in terms of the balance, but it's Quetta Gladiators taking on Lahore Qalandars, and these 2 teams have met historically, have had some fantastic contests in the past. Time to have a look at their record. Well, this is how things are at this point of time. In the 20 games that they have faced each other, Lahore Qalandars just sort of leading by 1. They've won 9 as opposed to Quetta Gladiators. They won 10 as opposed to Quetta Gladiators.
Look at
winning.
it in Lahore. That matters. You know, that matters in Lahore.
That's what I'm just coming to, that it really is their fortress. When you talk about Lahore Qalandars, they've dominated proceedings in Lahore. But I can tell you one thing, Quetta hasn't lost a game in Lahore this season.
You stole my line. I had that ready to go. That was my throwback to Waka to put it back in his court, how well they played this season here at Lahore. Not losing. You know, you come to a ground as a player, you know, if you'd have bowled well at a ground, it gives you confidence. This side have got confidence knowing they haven't lost here, and that's a big thing.
Yeah, but don't forget, this is Lahore Qalandars' home ground, and I've just drove from home coming here, and people are just pouring in.
I think we're going to leave the analysis for expert predictions, because remember, I will be coming to you guys for that. That was head-to-head for you. Quetta Gladiators batting first after winning this toss. Plenty to look forward to, especially the pitch and weather. Remember, there was a bit of a drizzle around as well. Whether that's going to make any difference from last night, we'll find out with the pitch report after the short break. Well, we're back on pitch side, and Quetta Gladiators, they are up against the home side, Lahore Qalandars, who've been the team in form of late. When you talk about the last few games, they've really picked up momentum. And don't forget, this crowd is going to be behind them as well. Quetta is batting first. Now, we've seen that the conditions have sort of changed a little bit from the first leg. It's gone a bit hotter, and that's why we're also seeing more high-scoring games as opposed to the 150s, 160s that we were seeing in the earlier part. So, plenty to look forward to in terms of how the conditions are going to play out. Let's find out from 𝐷𝐷𝐀𝐋 and 𝐅𝐈𝐍𝐀𝐋, who are out there with the pitch report.
Well, ahead of the final, we are on now pitch number 10, season 10, and it's back onto this surface that the Lahore Qalandars know all about it. They beat Karachi Kings on this surface. It's a slight change in dimensions. They've come in slightly. It's now 64 metres, not 65. And I must have to say, conditions have got a lot easier, as in for the humidity and the temperatures. There's a big overnight storm that has actually cleared it through. There is a breeze, and that's why we've got a bit of a jacket on, just getting a bit cold. But somebody who knows it a little bit more about this surface than me, 𝐅𝐈𝐍𝐀𝐋, what do we expect out of the surface and this game?
I tell you what, the creator is very happy. He had a day in between, so he had a rest day. He's as fresh as you are, and this pitch looks a beauty because they freshen it up. There's a good covering of grass. That'll help the ball to skid on. And out of all the pitches that he's prepared, he said that this should be an absolute cracker. Lots of runs. Now, tell you what, these two sides are the best bowling sides in HBLPSL. Before the break that we had, it was the 4 fast bowlers that dominated. Then they've added another spinner. Both sides have. The spinners in the middle overs are probably the key. I think that's where the match will be won and lost. But I think it is a beautiful surface. Lahore Qalandars like to bat first and put runs on the board, but it doesn't really matter. It's not going to change much.
168 is the average score here in Lahore this season, 200 in the playoffs. If you're the captain, 𝐅𝐻𝐶𝐀, and you win the toss, what are you going to do first?
You want to bat first and get over 200. But on the other side, you want what? You want what?
Have a bowl
go on.
and bowl them out.
And super over.
We want a super over.
That's it.
Come on!
Well, who doesn't want a super over? We haven't had one in this HBLPSL, but you heard it from Baz and Koki that still lots of runs there, but perhaps the spinners could make some change. And remember, Sikandar Raza is back for Lahore Qalandars as well. Quetta Gladiators also have some great spin options, so I think it's only fair to find out from the experts about their final expert predictions. All right then, Cookie, who are we going for? This is the final prediction. one last chance for you.
It's a big game for me as well. I'm 4-3 down on my predictions, so I am going to go Quetta. I think winning the toss is going to be quite crucial for them if they can survive the onslaught from Lahore this first 3 overs. Shakil's got a good matchup against Shai Afridi, striking over 100 in this against him. He gets the better of them. They get a decent total, and then their spinners will go to work.
All right, he's got it all sorted out.
I don't agree with that.
I didn't think you would. I didn't think you would.
Yeah. A couple of things. I think Wasim Jr. not playing is going to really hurt them a lot. And also this crowd, this is going to be full house, and they're all going to be behind Lahore. So I think that will make a massive difference. So for me, it's going to be Lahore.
Also, Shaheen Shah Afridi's recent performance in the last few games has, he's managed to get, 7 wickets in the last 3 games that we have. So his performance is also going to be important because we keep talking about the fact that bowling is going to be key.
Yes, this time around we have seen that he is a lot calmer. He's not over-trying things. Previously, he was just look for Yorker all the time and leak runs early on. He's been bowling very smartly, bowling good lengths, good lines, and trying to go through his overs, not thinking that he is the only one who's going to take wickets. It's just go through good overs and see what happens.
All right, then. It was Quetta Gladiators from Cookie and Lahore Qalandars from Waqar Yunus. We'll find out who wins, but that was the expert predictions for you. All right, then. Thank you so much for your thoughts, gentlemen. Plenty to look forward to in this one. It's the grand finale of the HBLPSL. We can expect a full house here because the Qalandars are playing and they're the team in form as well. But let's not write off Quetta Gladiators because they've been the most balanced side overall. Take a short break and we'll be back with all the live action.